Welcome to the first episode of the Narcissist or Not series. I am so excited to be doing this series, busting some common myths when it comes to narcissism. I totally believe that yes, there are narcissists out there, but I find this is a very slippery slope to just label your partner or the person you're dating. So I want to help you really identify whether or not the person you're with is a narcissist or if it's a lack of a certain relationship skill that you just need to address. Hi there. If you don't know me by now, my name is Mireille Nicole. I'm a relationship coach, and I'm really excited to do this series. It's the first time I do a series, so if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to do so that you can be notified every time a new episode comes out. But for this first episode, I want to talk about selfishness and being self-centered and self-absorbed, because that is one of the main ways that we identify whether someone is a narcissist or not, whether or not it's all about them, they seem really in their own world and just totally selfish. So the first thing I'm going to share with you might be a little bit triggering, but hear me out. So if it seems like he's being selfish, it could also mean that his needs aren't getting met. If we are not getting our needs met in a relationship, oftentimes what will happen is that we will want to ensure that that happens somehow, right? So we might be trying to get that attention in some way or another. And I'm not saying this is healthy in any way, but this could very well be one of the reasons that he's appearing selfish. And you might be thinking, and this is one of the reasons why it can be triggering, you might be thinking, hey, I'm doing all these things for him. I am taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. You might also be taking care of things like financially. You might be taking care of all sorts of different aspects of your relationship. But there is a big difference between all the things, or there could be a big difference between all the things you are doing and what your partner actually needs in a relationship. Ironically, when I think back on my own relationship with my husband and then boyfriend, when we were at the lowest point in our relationship, I used to do so many things. And I was going, I feel like, above and beyond in every aspect of our relationship and our life together. And it's funny because now that things are better, way better in our relationship, I do so much less. And now when I think back on it, I think what was happening was that I wasn't sure what I needed to do to make things better. I didn't know how to effectively communicate my needs to my partner. And I didn't even know how to meet his needs. And instead of really addressing that as the problem in a relationship, I was just trying to compensate by doing all sorts of other things that I knew how to do and that I thought would make things better instead of really getting to the root cause. This might sound annoying because if it does seem like he's a narcissist and you guys are kind of in a rough place in your relationship, the last thing you're going to want to do is meet his needs, right? Like I bet you feel like your needs aren't getting met. But trust me, the more you meet your partner's needs, the more your needs are going to get met in return. And the important thing, which is what I think might get some of us messed up every now and then, is it's not just a matter of meeting the needs, but it's how we do them also, right? So if he feels like doing a certain thing and you really don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyways, and you guys turn out, to not have that much fun, or you're going there half-heartedly and you're not into it, that's not necessarily going to meet his needs, right? Because he's going to see that you're not having fun, that you're there because you feel like you have to be there. And at the end of the day, no one's happy. No one wins in that situation. But if you can go out and actually find the fun in the situation and really, show up as your best self, then the need's going to be met and you're going to see a huge difference in your partner. Now, I just gave an example of actually going out somewhere. And if you're a mom like I am, maybe at this point, that's the last thing you want to do. But meeting his needs could also be just meeting his needs for appreciation, recognition. And that might be a much easier place for you to start than actually doing something more physical. So remember, sacrificing yourself, doing everything for him is not the same thing as meeting your partner's needs. You're probably doing a lot right now. I'm sure that you are. And I want you to start doing less because like I said, when I started doing less, things got so much better in our relationship. I started doing less of the things that I thought needed to be done. And I started focusing on really what made the difference, what really moved the needle in our relationship, what met his needs instead. So before labeling him a narcissist or ditching him, make sure to find out what he truly needs. All right, so this is the end of the first episode. Let me know what your thoughts are. I can just imagine what's going to happen in the comments section, but I'm happy to address whatever concerns you might have about this or whatever perspectives you see when it comes to addressing a partner who seems selfish or like a narcissist. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.